This is our poll question. Nice and simple. Will Elias Pettersson elevate his play in round 2? Harm, 78.6% of people saying yes, 21.4% of people saying no.
Who voted no here on the checkbox?
Wouldn't that be you?
No,
you sent
me the screenshot. No, you didn't.
Okay, anyways.
Then was it you, Grady?
It was.
Oh. Well,
I accidentally clicked no.
You know what? I'm actually kind of surprised that I would have voted no. I think. Like, here's what it comes down to for me. Will Elias Pettersson elevate his play in round 2? On one hand, you look at it and say, okay, he played a little bit better in games 5 and in game 6. You have to like that. But if there were a switch that was going to be flipped, we haven't seen it flipped yet. Is there a switch that he can just flip? Because he hasn't done it once the playoffs started, which is the last time everybody said, okay, like if we asked this question before round 1 against Nashville, it would be the same results. Everybody would say, yeah, Elias Pettersson's going to elevate his play. Yeah, he's not been great since the All-Star break, but he's going to elevate as soon as the playoffs start. That didn't happen against Nashville. So now, like, I don't know where I don't have a hard stance on this. Make sure the clip reflects that, Jacob. But I'm looking at it and saying, on one hand, yes, you think he's going to be better because of what we've seen from him in the past. But on the other hand, you say, we all thought that heading into Nashville and it didn't happen. So what's different about this?
Well, the starting point is lower than where it was at the end of the regular season, because 3 points in 6 games. And I know the last 2 were kind of decent, but think about how nightmarish game 2 was. It wasn't just that he was ineffective. He's so far away from his peak. So elevating doesn't necessarily mean that all of a sudden he has to take games over, match what McDavid and Draisaitl are doing, and be the type of player that is going to put up, let's say, 10 points in a 6-game series. Elevating his game could be as simple as playing at a point per game level. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do.
And I think that's the middle ground that I think a lot of fans are at least hoping he gets to. It isn't, because look, I wouldn't have a lot of confidence that you can just suddenly go from ineffective to you're dominating in one switch, right? Maybe it happens, right? That would be the best case scenario. But if I'm being honest, I don't have a lot of confidence that he's all of a sudden going to hit that level. But can he elevate his game one or 2 notches and at least be a driver, at least be a factor, at least win his 5-on-5 matchups? I think that's a reasonable expectation.
That was our poll question, brought to you by Mr. Lube. Need a tire change or tire service? Mr. Lube provides no appointment tire service and sales. Drop by anytime for tire rotation, tire repair, and balancing. Servicing all makes and models, including electric vehicles, with 16 locations in the Lower Mainland. Find the one near you at mrlube.com. This is an interesting one about this conversation, Harm. Is Mike Lavallee said, guess who no-showed against Nashville in 2011? The Sedin twins. He will bounce back here.
Hopefully. It's a little bit different in Pettersson's case, though, because he's been struggling since the All-Star break.
That's exactly what, like that's what I keep coming back to, is it's just that this isn't like you just had a bad series. It's a no. Well, yeah, you had a bad series, but you've also been bad since the All-Star break.
If there was a switch to flip on, it probably would have been switched on by now. Right?
We'll see, though. It'll be fascinating. One thing that
stylistically, for sure, Edmonton presents a better scenario for him to play his game.
Yendor GGB in the chat. Elias is never talking stick flex with Quads again, since Quads has no faith in him. That's not true. I hope. Canucks Conversation is live Monday through Friday, every weekday at 2 p.m. over on the Canucks Army YouTube channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, and interact in the YouTube live chat every day with us, folks.